Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God. Now listen. We're talking about Johan, God Dog, the kid that's losing his eyesight, the kid with the most talent. Listen, I think he has the most innate talent in all of Lookism, right? His ability to just adapt, learn, and get stronger and stronger after every encounter and fight. The way he can just absorb every technique that's thrown at him and then master it immediately. Like there's a few things now he even mastered, like he got a hold of UI Daniel. Like how he did that is absolutely insane. But he got UI Daniel, and with that, he can't hold the form for like too long at the moment because again he's not like fully mastered it yet, and that's probably the strongest technique we've seen in the series so far. So that's something that we gotta look forward to. But then we gotta look at his mental, right? We gotta look at where he's come from, right? His mama joined a cult, right? And that cult basically tried to got the mother against him, where the mother tried to kill him, all type of situation that he went through. And then obviously because his mom lost her eyesight, she couldn't do her job anymore. And shout out to Zach because he still goes there every time to get a bummy haircut from her because she can't even see, but he goes there, pays for it, gets a trash haircut, and leaves. You know, um, but then obviously we got our boy himself, Johan, and he's going blind too, which is obviously impacting his ability and his capability to become as strong as possible. And long term, that's gonna haunt him. So he really, if he's going to defeat Gun, it has to be now, right? Him, Jake, Eli, Adair, and Gun's right arm. Is it right arm? Left arm. Left arm is gone, right? We don't really know which hand is his dominant because him and Goo can just fight anyhow. But the fact that he's one of his arms is completely broken. But the only thing is, I have a bad feeling that Gun is just gonna tweak his shit, and then his left arm is gonna be back as strong as ever, because that dude is just not normal. So, but for Johan, what I want the outcome of this to be is just for him to get his closure and for him to get his revenge because Gunn took away the opportunity for him to help his mom heal. He was supposed to help him get the money, and what Goo actually he has to fight Goo too. I'm not gonna lie, because Goo beat the brakes off him last time they met, but. He was promised that, listen, if you do all of these things, we gonna make sure your mom's gonna be in pushed up in the hospital list. She's gonna get her eye treatment. We're gonna help you pay for it, yada yada yada. And then they basically use them and then spat them out. So he needs to go out there and really put in work because the first round against Gunn, I'm not gonna lie, he did okay. He gave him that flying knee, like that was a really strong knee. But Gunn just literally shook that shit off and just beat everybody anyway. So right now, round two, he needs to go off. Jake didn't even do much last round. Like, neither did Eli really. They kind of all got swatted away. So I need these two guys, these three guys, because they're the three head honchos of the new generation. They're the future of this whole shebang. So they really need to show out and stand out. And for Johan, I just need him to get closure and to get one step closer to healing his mom, because I know for him he was willing to sacrifice his own eyes and his own life to ensure that his mom's happiness and smile returns, which is kind of sad because really she should have felt that way for him, but instead she hated him when she lost her eyes and she joined the cult and she did all sorts of things that damaged Johan and made him scarred and apprehensive and afraid to even allow his best friend Zach back into his life. So Zach also got to get stronger than Johan, defeat Johan just to get Johan back. So really, it's kind of like it's hard to pick if you want Johan to win here because on one aspect, if he wins, I think he's only going to go further and further away to the dark side. And I think the only person that that needs to defeat him is Zach. Zach has to defeat him and show him like, yo, listen, just because now I'm stronger than you, it does not mean we're still not friends. Because again, Johan was always the more talented fighter. He was always superior. And that distance grew bigger and bigger as his trauma took over more and more. And the only way for Zach to defeat or to help uh Johan with that trauma is by defeating him and then showing him mercy and saying, listen, like I'm your brother, like brothers fight is good. But Johan deserves a happy ending. That's all I'm saying. Because my boy has been through it. He's been alone this whole time. Like literally out of everybody in the story, he's been completely alone. We know Gon and Gu can be by themselves because they the strongest. Like they can do whatever they want on their own. Tom Lee, all these guys are animals, but even all of these guys have people that they rely on. They have people that they can go to. And Johan has Zach, but he just doesn't accept that he has Zach. He doesn't accept that he has any of those guys at all. Um, so for him to even join the allies is only because out of necessity. But I think him joining the ally is one, is going to bring him one step closer to getting saved. But what you guys think in the comment section below? What you guys think about Johan? Do you guys think do you think he's gonna win this fight against Gunn with the allies, or do you guys think he's gonna lose here and then Zach is eventually gonna beat him later? Because it would be underwhelming if gets saved out of by anybody else or by anything else apart from Zach, because the stories are so intertwined, and it's been Zach's goal since basically we met Johan and we met Zach. It's been his goal to save Johan. So I'd love to see all of that play out. I feel like Lookism is coming to an end, but obviously, like it's the biggest story, so I don't know if they want to end it. Are they going to milk it? I think maybe they should go on to Lookism too, but I think Daniel's story and Daniel and the ally story needs to come to an end because it's been going on for 11 years now. I started reading Lookism in 2013, and it's still ongoing. Beautiful story, but I think we're reaching the final steps of the story, and it'd be good to see these characters finally get closure. But let me know. I'm out.